What's up, everybody? It's Big Brian here from SLC Audio. Today I'm going to show you how to use strip silence. So I'm going to go up to the edit window here and pick strip silence. Now, it can't be recording in order to use strip silence, so just follow along for just a second here while I show you what to do. So I have this pre-recorded audio track that you guys are watching go right here, and I left some spaces in there for you to see exactly how we can use this strip silence. So I've got the strip silence window brought down here, and I'm going to take and make the selection of this entire clip that I want to use strip silence on. First thing is threshold. As I adjust that, it says what amount of level needs to be in there for strip silence to work. Basically, get rid of quiet noises or page flips as you're doing a narration. The next one is the minimum strip duration. What is the minimum amount that you want to have these little tiny clips cut up into? So as you adjust that and play with that, you'll find exactly what you need. Once you have that, let's zoom in here for just a second and check to make sure these aren't being cut off. And once I do that, I am going to use the clip start and end pads to make sure I'm not cutting off any of the audio that's the usable audio that I'm going to be working with. So I'm going to adjust out the clip start pad here just a little bit. Notice that it's making my clips either multiple or more clips or less depending on how far I pull that out. I'm pretty happy with that there. So let's go to the clip in pad. I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to adjust that, make sure that I'm not cutting off any of the tail end of the audio I'm working with. All right, now once I have that, I can go ahead and go down to the strip button on the strip silence, and there's two other buttons on there, separate and extract, that we're not going to use right now. We're just going to use strip. So come over here and click strip, and voila, we have a whole bunch of new clips. Now, one of the other things people ask me is, once I have strip silence, how do I easily create a consolidated version of these, or where the clips are all on the same timeline, easier to edit? These have the spaces in between them. So I'm going to create a new track and a mono audio track because that's what I'm working with. And then I need to make sure that my clips list over here on the side is visible. If it's not visible, just click that little arrow right there, and it's going to expand that out so you can see that. Now, this little down triangle here, there's some useful tools that exist underneath that, including timeline drop order. Normally it's set on top to bottom, but we want it on left to right. So go ahead and check left to right, and then I'm going to grab with my mouse and click and drag all of my new clips that I've created onto the audio 1 track. And boom, I've got a whole set of tracks that have all been moved together, so the editing time is much less. Once I have those, I can do a Command A and select all of these clips on the audio 1 track, and I can quickly make crossfades and fades on this by going up to the edit, fades, create, which is Command F or Control F if you're on a PC. Set your fade length to whatever you want. I'm going to do 40 milliseconds because it's going to create a little longer fade in, fade out. Everything else looks good. I'm going to hit OK. You can see that it's created these little crossfades in there. And if they're not satisfactory, if you need to do some extra editing, then simply undo with Command Z or Control Z if you're on a PC, and you can put your Pro Tools into shuffle mode, the red up there. And once I have that in shuffle mode, I'm going to be able to quickly come in and tighten up anything that might not work, because there might be some breaths or extra little noises in between these that, as you trim this with the shuffle mode on, it's going to keep those together and make sure that you have workable audio. This works really well for voiceover artists who are trying to get demo reels out. Once I have that set, I'm going to go ahead and select all these again, and then I'm going to create the fades again, Command F. And now that I have that, I want to create one consolidated clip. So in order to consolidate a clip, I can do either one of two things. Let's go up to edit right now, because edit is how I'm going to consolidate the actual clip into one. So over here, edit, and then, edit down to consolidate clip. You can see it created one clip. If I double click that, I can rename it to whatever I want to. I'm going to call this Brian voiceover demo. Maybe I'm sending out a voiceover demo, and it's made that. Now, over here in the clips list, if I right click, I can use export clips as files, and the hotkey for that is Command-Shift-K. It brings up this export selected window. I can choose where I want that to go, put it in any file hierarchy that I want if you're sending it to a Dropbox or something. Once I hit export, if I haven't selected that, it's going to ask me where I want it, and the bounced files works great for now. So I'm going to select within Strip Silence A, bounce files, save. It's going to export that, and you have your new consolidated edited file all together. Easy to go. This is Big Brian from SLC Audio. I'm a avid certified instructor, and if you guys have any questions regarding Pro Tools, then go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Big Brian signing out.